Good. All right, so my phone died. Literally just ran out of space. iPhones are garbage, by the way. Steve Jobs needs to be thrown in there if he was still alive. Hey, chill. Being bad. This is Boris. And he's a killer. Yeah, you back up, huh?
Oh, they're coming out of the windward.
Get. I don't know you. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. So yeah, my phone died while I was being like mobbed. I have like, I don't know, like 8 or 9 of them coming at me, and I'm just like pushing them away left and right, and the phone dies. But it says it's still recording, even though it's not. Super irritating. But anyways, this guy getting sat on. I'm gonna try to give these guys some more chicken. Long jaws. There you go. Shrinker. Oof, go pop on him. There you go, buddy. I'll give one to Boris. Boris. See how quick he is. Boris. There you go. Yeah, he's fast. Alright, well, I mean, it's kind of a fan favorite. I'll give him one more, okay? Boris. There you go. Alright, get out of here. Go. Don't walk into his mouth, you dummy. Alright, give another one to Long Jaws. There you go. Excuse me, sir. This is Leo. I know. And then here's Target coming over too. Look, guys.
That was Target?
I know, it's a party. Everybody's like, hey, it's a reunion. Sorry, I only have 2 pieces left. I mean, I guess we gave Long Jaws a whole Cornish hen. So maybe we'll give one to Leo and one to Target, huh? All right, since you guys came up. Leo. He's not big on the jump thing, though. Leo.
Whoever this is.
That's Brutus.
Okay.
Nobody called Brutus. I know, I'm sorry. Target. There you go. Alright, that was it. That's all I had. Oh, no. You guys relax. So anyways, we were talking about what makes a nuisance alligator, right? And so, or at least that's what we were talking about when we thought that the phone was working. So what made these guys nuisances? So the biggest problems that we get with nuisance gators, number one, people feeding them. Once you feed them, they learn to associate you with food. You don't have food, you are the food. And that is the cause of a lot of human alligator problems and deaths. And so don't ever feed them. Not only is feeding them bad for the person, it's also very bad for the alligator, because a fed gator is a dead gator. So once they learn this behavior, they learn to associate people with food. Even if they're not really aggressive, they just hang out too close, they're gonna be shot and killed for that. You know, so that's why I tell everybody never ever feed them. It's basically a death sentence for the alligator. He sees me talking with my hand a lot, and he's like, oh, I don't know, might be able to eat that. No, eat that. Bad alligator. Eat that gator. Come on. No. Get out of here. Get. Go. Quit trying to eat my hand. Get out of here. Come on. Go. Get him back up, son. But he's literally backing up his butt into Shrinker's mouth. And Shrinker doesn't even care. He's just like, I'm just waiting for my chicken, bro. No, I don't know you. You're not invited here, buddy. Sorry. Get out of here. He's a wild gator. I don't work with that one, so I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, feeding them, really bad. Keep kids and pets away from the water's edge. It's huge one I talk about all the time. People's dogs get eaten out here on a literal daily basis. Like, not even kidding you. And it's not just like little frou-frou dogs, it's dogs of any size. One of the gators we have in here pulled a 70-pound Weimaraner right off a dock. So it's any alligator of any size, or any dog of any size, I mean. You gonna come up? Look at you, huh? I'm out of food. I got nothing. But, because we get a lot of people, I get in the comments, every time I talk about dogs, I get people in the comments, my dogs are tough. They're whatever breed he wants to say. They would kill your alligator. And I'm like, No. His natural prey, white-tailed deer. You think he can't handle a dog? So unless your dog is bigger than a buck, your dog is gonna be on the menu, okay? So that's a big one right there, keeping kids and pets, well, kids too. Like you guys, of course, everybody knows about the kid at Disney a couple years ago got nabbed. If you have a 2-year-old child in the water in a lake in Florida at night, you know, that's what's gonna happen. It's very, very preventable. Don't have kids or pets near the water's edge. And then another big one is don't go swimming with wild alligators. If you want to swim with an alligator, come do the Casper tour. Never ever enter the water where alligators are present. That is extremely dangerous. And most of the time when somebody dies from an alligator, it's because they're swimming, you know? Because it's not even the alligator's jaws mechanically that kill you, it's the water going into your lungs. Because once you're grabbed, they're gonna death roll, they're gonna shake, you're gonna drown. So those are the big ones right there. But those are the legitimate problems. Most of the nuisance gator calls, though, are none of those. Most of the calls are just the alligator sleeping in their backyard, and the person thinks that the alligator's gonna like climb in their window at night and eat them, and thinks that the alligator's gonna chase them 30 miles an hour across a field. It's not reality. They're not out to get you. And most of the nuisance gator calls we get, gator's afraid of people, wants nothing to do with you, and it swims away. You know, so really it's a nuisance person thing, you know, so we need people to understand that they're not aggressive, they're not out to get you, they're not going to chase you down. You leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. And if you don't feed them, don't have kids or pets near the water's edge, and don't go into their water, then you should be fine, right? I think that covered that. Yes, he had to put his 2 cents in there, okay? Let's see, what else we got, Amanda? Amanda's on camera for me. She asked a lot of good questions.
I know, I had some, and now I'm like lost. Hold on.
You're lost in the awe. You're speechless looking at this thing. Look at him. Look at how handsome that alligator is.
Gorgeous.
He is such a good looking gator.
Now, why can't you relocate the alligators instead of taking them out of the wild?
Right. So the way it works is alligators have a homing ability. So even if you took him 100 miles away, give him a month, he'll end up in the same backyard he was caught from. They read the Earth's magnetic field to find their way. So that's why the state does not allow relocation. And then as far as nuisance gators are concerned, all the gators that we catch, we do it as a volunteer, because as trappers, we don't get paid to catch a gator. The gator itself is the payment because of liability, because then if you ripped your arm off, you could sue, right? So they say, we don't pay you, we're not responsible for you. Your payment is the body of the gator, so the only way a trapper will make money is killing him and selling the meat and the hide, which means that me and the group that I work with are the only ones dumb enough to work for free. Yay. Oof. There you go. Yeah, thank you. I need to switch arms anyways. But yeah, so that's why we can't relocate them. Oh, he's like, you're not giving me food. He's leaving. But that's why they can't be relocated. So the only 2 options for a nuisance gator is life in captivity or shot and killed. And sadly, 99.9% are shot and killed. You know, the state kills about 7,000 to 8,000 a year as nuisance animals, which is why it's so important not to be that nuisance person. You know, don't create that situation. I see you. Gonna creep. So he's a wild one. I don't know him. So that's why I'm like, keep my eye on you. Now, while I've been sitting here, though, I have had my eye on this.
Oh, okay, nice.
Nice one there. Nice one right there. There's 2 teeth right there. So they'll break the teeth off and they grow them back, and they'll cycle through several thousand teeth in a lifetime. So those are shed teeth right there that snap off, and you can't eat it. No, it's not for you. It's a tooth. You don't want to eat that. Probably came from you. Look at that one right there. You just lost that. There's another one right there. Oh.
Now, how long after feeding an alligator do they associate people with food?
As far as I know, ever. I've had gators that I've trained, and my training is just food association. It's just basic associations. And I've had gators I've trained and crocs remember 2 years later that training. So that training can happen within just, I mean, the crocs I've worked with in Costa Rica, I've only trained them like a week at a time, and then I come back a couple months later, another week, a couple months later, and then I didn't see him for 2 years because of COVID, immediately remembered his training. So that really puts it in perspective. I mean, I'm of the opinion you feed him one time, he'll make that connection. It only takes once. They're not stupid. They're very, very smart. And once they make that association, they make that connection, they're going to remember it.